What's up, everybody? It's KelseeBrianaJai here with a Magnificent Me video. In this video, I wanted to show you guys some comparisons to the products that I picked up from the collection. But the thing is that it's dark. It's like so late. But I know videos like this are like really time sensitive. Oh, what the heck is this? Videos like this are really time sensitive, so I wanted to get it out sooner than later. Let me show you guys the stuff that I picked up. I pulled some comparison things to show you too, so in case anybody who's like really like curious about it, I can show you guys. So the first thing that I want to show you is Deep Love lipstick, and this lipstick is a part of the Magnificent Me collection. I have not swatched it. Really pretty vampy dark deepened red color. You guys have seen colors like this so much. MAC comes out with colors like this a lot, and so do other brands. So I'm gonna just zoom in so you guys can see like really close up swatches and comparisons. So the first lipstick I want to compare it to is Media. All the lipsticks that I'm going to compare this to are all MAC, so you guys can have like a easier time finding them. And then there's Media on the right, and I have not used my Media yet. And I did not know I hadn't used it. I must have bought it for the fall, so I'll go ahead and swatch it for the first time so you guys can see what Deep Love looks like next to Media lipstick. And Media is a satin lipstick, and it's more berry toned than anything. So Deep Love is a matte lipstick, so it's going to be a little bit more opaque. And sorry if I sound stuffed up, I'm just like the slightest bit under the weather, just like this much. The next lipstick that I wanted to compare Deep Love to is Studded Kiss lipstick. This one was a limited edition lipstick that I picked up like 2 or 3 years ago, and from the Punk Couture collection. And this is it. As you can see, Studded Kiss is like way lighter and it's not as vampy. Next, this is the lipstick that I thought would be the closest, and just looking at them in the tube, it looks kind of similar. This is Deep Love in comparison to Sin lipstick by MAC. So here's Sin in comparison. And so if you have Sin lipstick, like Deep Love is more brown, more of that like that dried up blood color. That sounds disgusting, but it is. It's more brown based, and Sin is definitely a little bit more burgundy and red. So if you have that one, then you don't really need, if you have Sin, you don't really need Deep Love unless you're like a collector like me, because you can see where it's a little different, but on the lips it'll look the same. I pulled Antique Velvet to compare, and it looks really similar, except for Antique Velvet looks like it's more brown. It is basically, but if you mixed Sin and Antique Velvet together, you would get this color. Actually, let me do that. Right here, I mixed Antique Velvet and Sin, and you see, like that dang near is like the same color. So sometimes you can do that to get different colors instead of buying a whole new lipstick if you wanted to. And lastly, I wanted to compare this to Dark Side lipstick. And Dark Side is a little bit more plum, more purple plummy color. Dark Side is like one of my favorite lipsticks for fall. And here it is in comparison. So here are all my swatches to compare Deep Love lipstick. Alright, so then next I have Self Aware lipstick. And this lipstick is the one that I have on right now. I have on a combination of Strip Down Lip Liner by MAC, this lipstick, and then a lip gloss by MAC, a Vamplify one called Hot. What is it called? It's called Spanking Hot. So I have that combination on. So this one is Self Aware, so I'll go ahead and do a little swatch. This one is a really pretty nude, but I'm afraid you're gonna have a hard time seeing it on my skin. Oh, there it goes. You can see it's a really pretty peachy nude. Okay, so let me show you guys what I pulled to compare. Firstly, this is Peach Stock lipstick. Self Aware is an amplified lipstick, and then Peach Stock is a satin, so it's a little bit drier of a formula. Peach Stock is also a little bit lighter. but it's way lighter. But if you mix it, then you can kind of get that same peachy nudish look. Okay, so next is Yash, and Yash is a really pretty comparison where you can see where Self-Aware is like a peachier, more flesh tone nude, and Yash is a pinkier. I'll show you what it looks like in comparison to that. And I think Yash, you still have to just order this one online. I don't think it's always at the counters. I have Cherish lipstick pulled out for you guys. Cherish is definitely way pinker. And so there's Cherish in comparison. So you can see like how Self-Aware almost is like blended into my skin tone, where the other three nudes are just kind of like popping out. It's Honey Love. Honey Love I thought would be a dupe. I almost did not wear this lipstick because I thought it would look just like Honey Love, but it does not. Honey Love again is lighter and pinky. So here's Honey Love right here. Okay, so then I have Naturally Transformed, which Naturally Transformed is my skin tone. Like, I could put Naturally Transformed somewhere on my face as concealer. That's how much it looks like my skin tone. So it's a little more yellow. Like, Naturally Transformed is like the same color as my foundation. So whenever I wear this lipstick, I have to wear like chestnut with it. Lastly is Sis lipstick, and oh, I hate when I do that crap. I dug my nail in it. Okay, so Sis, to me, I thought this also would be a color that's super similar. And if I doctor it up the same way, so if I put Strip Down and Sis in the lip gloss, I think it would have the same effect, even though Sis is like the slightest bit more yellow. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is Sis in comparison. Quickly, I wanted to show you two blushes that I already had that they released in the collection. They released Devil Blush, which is this really pretty bright orange color. I find that doing swatches like this for blushes work best for me. Burnt Orange, and then Devil, and then they released Burnt Pepper, which is a muted color, muted orange. Gorgeous blush colors. These are always available, so if you don't get them from this collection, it's fine. They always have it online in the Pro line, but you'll have to get it in the pan, and it doesn't come in like a single pot form. If you wanted to get it like that, I would go ahead and get it with the collection. So next, let me show you the paint pots that I picked up. I used Imaginary in my last tutorial that I uploaded, the blue smoky eye one, and I told you guys that I thought it was like really hard to get out. Like, it almost like it's the same consistency of like an eyeliner, but it's this really gorgeous blurple color, and I really like this one. I don't know, my Painterly, I'm comparing this to my Painterly paint pot that I already own. My Painterly paint pot and my Laying Low paint pots are literally so like wet that if I dip my brush in it, it like automatic, it's like almost like a liquid, and this is like a hard cream. But here is Nice Composure, and I don't have anything like this to compare it to. So here are the two paint pots. They have the blush A Little Lusty, and this blush is gorgeous. I just absolutely had to have this blush because it was unique, and I thought I had like more dupes for it than I do. But I went in my collection to get like I go through my collection and I think in my head like, okay, what's similar to this? And the things that I thought were similar weren't. So that was kind of like a really good surprise. So this one is a satin. Really, this is beautiful. I don't have a color like this at all. I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow if I want to. So I'm so glad I got it. It's so soft and silky, so I like the way it feels. In comparison to Desert Rose. Desert Rose is definitely more of a mauve pink neutral blush, not similar. I have Animal Instincts, which I thought was going to be like really similar. This was a limited edition one. I don't even know what collection they came out in, but it's not even as rosy as this one. So Fever is darker, and it doesn't have that same shimmer, so it's a little bit flat. Fever is a matte blush, which I think will probably be the most comparable. Except for Gleeful is a little bit lighter, so it's not going to have that same richness. That That's not even, no. Just get this blush. Just get it. Like, I don't have a dupe for it. I don't have even anything similar at all. And here is a little Lusty blended out. That's going to be really pretty. So, eyeshadows, they came out with 3 single eyeshadows. And then they came out with a MAC x9 palette. I did not get the palette because I already... You guys just saw me do a series with all those palettes that I had. And I'm like... palette overload. Like, I'm tired of palettes. I don't want any more palettes, so I did not pick up the palette. So I got these 3 eyeshadows, and I like the way they look. They look like some Fiesta. Let me start off with Cheer Me On eyeshadow, and it's a really pretty tangerine orange. To my knowledge, I don't have a tangerine orange eyeshadow. And here's it, like a little swatch on my finger. MAC eyeshadows do better on fingers than they do if you try to put it on your skin, but they look pretty on the eyelid. This one is a matte eyeshadow, but it just swatched really, really nice. Don't have a whole lot to compare it to. Here is MAC's Chrome Yellow. Here's MAC's Rule eyeshadow, which, as you can see, Rule and this eyeshadow are like, it's not even as bright. Rule doesn't match the intensity. And then here is MAC's Orange eyeshadow, which is more orange and not that tangerine, so it's not going to have as much yellow in it as this one. And then here is it in comparison to, I think my red brick may have developed a little bit of hard pan because I can't get a swatch of it. But here's it in comparison to those colors. Here is Well Behaved eyeshadow, which is this really pretty, I don't know, it's like a Caribbean fruit. So here it is on my finger, and it's like a orange with a hint of pink in it. And I'm gonna try to get some of my red brick out of the pan. I feel like it's gotten a little bit hard pans. I got a little bit of red brick out. So here's that in comparison to red brick, a MAC eyeshadow. And red brick is more traditionally orange, and this one is like that tangerine color. And then here's it in comparison to MAC's Orange eyeshadow. And then here's it in comparison to MAC's Rule eyeshadow. So it's unique. And then lastly, here is Everyone's Darling eyeshadow. That gorgeous maroon. And I don't have a lot of eyeshadows like this at all. All these eyeshadows from this collection are really nice and buttery. So I'm really feeling that about these. Deep Damson eyeshadow by MAC. This one is a pro eyeshadow. And it's not the same. Everyone's Darling is more burgundy and Deep Damson is more of an eggplant. But on the eyelid, it'll probably look really similar. So if you have one, you don't really need the other. And then I also wanted to compare it to Sketch eyeshadow by MAC. And then for those of you all who are familiar with Melt Cosmetics, they're more so of they're a popular Instagram brand. So they're not really mainstream, so a lot of people might not know about them, but they have eyeshadow stacks and the eyeshadows are phenomenal. But they have this one called Lovesick. Actually, the other one that I want is in the other stack, so I have to go get that. And so here's Lovesick. The pigmentation on these Mills eyeshadows are like sickening, like it's amazing. And so Lovesick is more reddish. So this eyeshadow is called Enigma. And here's it in comparison to the others. So it looks like it's not the same, but it looks kind of close. So here is Everyone's Darling and Enigma. Everyone's Darling is a little bit deeper, but on the lid, it'll look a lot alike. Alright, so then lastly, I have 2 Mateen's lipsticks. And the first one that I want to talk to you guys about is Strutting Fabulous, which is this really pretty lilac purple color. and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you guys. It's like really electric. This is my first time swatching it and seeing like how it is. I really like the Matines because they're really creamy and they feel really nice on the skin. They're really nice products and they last a long time. They don't dry down. Like initially I used to think that they would dry down and then like just like be like super matte, but they feel just like MAC's regular matte lipstick. So here is Strutting Fabulous, and then here is Kelly Osbourne's Dodgy Girl. So Dodgy Girl is a little lighter and a little bit more pink. So here is Everyone's Darling, and then here is Dodgy Girl. So you're in the clear if you're like, oh, that might be a dupe. It's not a dupe. Everyone's Darling is darker for sure. So then I have Men Love Mystery, which is one of MAC's newest matte lipsticks that they came out with not too long ago. And Men Love Mystery has a hint more fuchsia in it, but I still haven't worn that lipstick yet, so shame on me. It's like a fuchsia purple, if that is even a real thing. So then next I have a Kat Von D lipstick, and this one is in, what is this? Coven, and it's way lighter. And it's almost like a white base purple. Like it's like a purple and they just kept putting white, kept putting white, and kept putting white. So it almost, it's so much white in there that it almost looks like a sky blue. It almost looks like white and they mix purple in. And then I have Kat Von D's Aisha liquid lipstick. And I can already tell you right now that this one is going to be way darker. Same color, but I think it will be in the same family. The first two are in the pinks. The middle one is like a whitish purple. And the last two, they're more so like true purples. This is like a true purple, and then this is like a true purple. Then I have Lavender Jade, which, I don't know. They're not dupes for one another, but they're very similar again. But it's not the same. I'm happy that I don't have a dupe for this lipstick. I pulled all these lipsticks thinking one of them was going to be a dupe, but none of them have been. Oh yeah, oh girl. Okay, so lastly I have a NARS Audacious lipstick, and this one is in Dominique, and Dominique is a muted purple, and it's a little bit darker. I just stuttered so hard. I was like, so here's Dominique in comparison. So I don't have a dupe. I don't have a dupe. I'm happy I don't have a dupe, because I was like, am I overdoing it? Like when I was buying this lipstick, I was like, am I ODing? This purple is drier, like a drier feel than the purple that I wore in my last video. The other one, the other Matine, the other mid-tone purple. I need a lip liner this color. I don't have a lavender lip liner. I need help finding that. And this one is Strutting Fabulous. The last thing that I got from the collection is the other Matine that I wore in my last video, and this one is called Own the Look. I love this color. I know I don't have a dupe for this one either. When I saw it, I knew that this was a unique purple that I do not have. So, Strong Woman. This came out with the Afri Chic collection in like 2011, 2012-ish. And that would be the closest color that I have, like that purple fuchsia berry color. And it's not the same color, I already know. So Strong Woman is lighter, and it's, I don't know, like this one is like a very strong Barney purple, and I don't have that. So then next is Rebel, and Rebel is more berry than anything. So I'm just showing you for comparison purposes, not because I think that it's a dupe. So here is Rebel. Rebel does not have enough purple in it for it to even be a dupe. Here is Acai. This came out with the Julia Petit collection this year in March or April, something like that. So here's Acai. Gorgeous color. I cannot wait to start wearing that one. And here is Punk Couture. really pretty purple, but it's way darker. Pomme Couture is like that pretty blurple color. I love that one on. That one is gorgeous. Lastly, I have Pure Heroine, which was Lorde or Lord, whatever her name is, her lipstick that came out limited edition with MAC. I think that was last spring or last March. That one kind of looks similar. So here is, it's kind of similar. It's not as like berry as on the look, but it's kind of similar. But I don't have a dupe for that one, and I kind of knew I wasn't going to have one. And then I just want to show you guys some of the purple Matines I had before. This one is Seductive Intent. And that was old. I just want to show you some of the ones I had. And then this one is Nights Blooming. But that's all I picked up from the collection. Let me know if you guys plan on getting anything from this collection. I think it is very beautiful, women of color friendly. A lot of the colors are just beautiful. Overall, I think the collection is kind of all over the place as far as the color palette. But I think the stuff individually is really nice quality stuff. And I don't feel like I have any duds or anything that I'm like, oh, why did I buy this? Everything is really pigmented. I don't have any products that are streaky or anything like that. So when it comes out on Thursday, let's see, when does it come out? It comes out Thursday, October 2nd or 1st. Does it come out October 1st or October 8th? I feel like it comes out on counters October 8th, but it's online right now. So you guys can go pick that up if you want, or go check it out if you like and see if you see anything that you like from the collection. Let me know if you're planning on getting anything or if you have anything, and let me know if this video was helpful for anyone who is considering checking out this collection. I'll talk to you guys later. Smooches. Mwah, mwah. Bye.